Well, what inspired me to make the love seasoning is quite simply, as an apprentice working in kitchens, I was around chefs who would do elaborate food, but would buy the seasoning at your local grocery store, and it tastes horrible. It was one of those things where we couldn't find what we liked in the store, but some of the chefs were lazy, so they just went with it. But it kind of troubled me. That's what started me to really start thinking about how I was going to do my seasoning. So I started taking the different flavor profiles and flavor combinations and herbs and spices that I had been learning throughout culinary school and as an apprentice. And I took those, started to formulate my own seasoning blend. I went through a lot of seasoning. I went to my local grocery store and I bought all the seasoning that they had on the shelf. And I started to taste it all. I cooked with it all. And I didn't like a whole bunch of it, and especially some things I really didn't like. So I knew I was going to have to start from scratch. So that's what I did. It took me 4.5 years to get the formula right. And it's ready now. So I'm very excited about the love seasoning. It's nothing like you ever had before. It's a very unique spice blend. I took all the herbs and spices myself. I dried them all. I found some very unique flavors that blended together that when you put them together, they go great on everything. I'm talking things that need to be cooked, things that don't need to be cooked. Popcorn, all types of meat and poultry, vegetables, French fries, potato chips, vegetables, all these raw vegetables. We do all these different things with the seasoning without all the salt. It does have salt in it, but it's not sodium driven like a lot of the seasonings that you find at your local grocery store. The flavor comes first. Basic truth is that you only season with salt and pepper. So you can season some food and it still be bland, but it's seasoned with salt and pepper. You can taste the salt. But the herbs and spices that you add to give flavor is what makes the dish pop. The herbs with the spices, unique seasoning, a little bit of salt, just enough to do what the salt's supposed to do, and you have a winning combination. I spared no expense at making the best product I could possibly make, and you're going to enjoy it. It's one of a kind. Once you taste it, you'll understand. You'll see why I call it the love seasoning. My mom tried it, she loved it, and she's always made food that made me feel comfortable and feel at home. And when I always thought about the best food I've ever had, regardless of what chef I worked with, or because I worked with some of the best chefs in the world, and my mother's still the best cook I know. And no matter what she did, maybe without all the frills and things like that, but it was made with love. So that's why I called it love seasoning, because I know she loved it and she approved it, and that's why it's called the love seasoning. The aim of this campaign is I'm asking you guys for your help to help me make my dream into a reality. My dream is to have love in every grocery store, in every kitchen in the world. And we have to start one kitchen at a time. And so that's why I'm coming to you, the community at large, to help me with my first run of 6,000 bottles of love seasoning that will be used for local and national distribution. Also, local grocery stores, local farmers markets, live in-store demos, and food trade shows. And I'll be able to go on the road with my seasoning. And for me, the proof is in the pudding. I won't tell you to just try it. I'll cook for you with my seasoning to prove my point. And that's the whole thing. It's not just telling you about the food, but allowing you to try it and see for yourself. It's definitely better than the hype. I've had friends from as far as overseas and other countries calling me, like, trying to go to the store to find seasoning for their food, and calling me about my seasoning all the way here in the States. So it's been a great experience, and that's what we're doing. For you guys' contributions, we have a lot of great perks, starting from very small contributions up into larger contributions. And along the way, you'll see there's some very cool and interesting gifts that you get with your perks. With some of the perks, you'll even see me one-on-one for a personal one-on-one video chat, so I can cook for you and you can ask questions and take notes and things like that. giving you more bang for your dollar. I know that this is all about giving and things like that, but as you give to me and you help me, I would love to show my appreciation by giving back to you. Thank you in advance for all that you guys have done. Thank you for your time and even watching this video, and thank you for your contribution. To everyone who gives a contribution, I will let them know what's going on with our progress as we go. Okay, so thank you in advance. Let's help spread the love. The love season is coming, 2013.